Hey guys, Elegant Mess. Now we're doing the install of the Intel motherboard, DZ77GA-70K and the Ivy Bridge i7-3770K. So if you've been following along after the unboxing, explain that going to break down the case, remove the old motherboard and processor. Motherboard was an ASRock Fatality Pro 990FX with the AMD FX8120, which I had overclocked. Removed the radiator, reservoir, pump, disconnected everything from the motherboard, removed the graphics card, and cleaned up the case a little bit. It's always a good time to clean things out. So we'll take a look at what we're working with here. This is the Corsair 600T white case. So as you can see, I've got both the front panel and back panel removed. The motherboard insert here. These lines here are a custom LED mod that I did. I also have some that go along the top side all the way around, and then another one that goes around the window right here. And those are sound activated. This is the controller for it here. There's an actual audio input. You can check out the one of the other videos I did on that for the installation. So yeah, now that we have the old motherboard and everything now disconnected, we can go ahead and get started on putting the new motherboard and processor in, and then put on the LGA 1155 socket for the water block. So let me just get that camera adjusted here. Okay, so we've got everything prepped. Let's get the motherboard here. Oh, first thing we want to do, insert your I/O shield. That just pops right in the corner. You'll hear it click right into place. Okay, so now that that's in place, we can fit the motherboard right into it. And you'll see on the I/O shield on the left hand side right above the USB headers. Full focus here. Sorry about that. There's little clips right here. Focus. Yeah, there's little clips right here, and as you're inserting the motherboard, those will help keep it in place. Just make sure everything's lined up. Okay, so I wound up having to pop that off the center post, like I said, and was able to get the corners started and then just push the center post back into place. So I've got the 4 corners on, and then we'll just work around from there. I definitely do like the layout and the color of the board. It looks very nice. Okay, so excuse me, now that they're all started, we're going to go ahead and work corner to corner and go kitty corner from there and tighten them up as we go. Okay, so I just make sure they're just a nice, good, snug fit. Don't want to over tighten it. And there we go, our motherboard is secure. So from here, we can get started on the processor. Now, with this you just lift up the little lever and that will release the socket. The little plastic insert just comes right off. So once the processor's in, it'll seat right over it and hold it in place. Excuse me. So again, with the processor, first thing I like to do when I open these just make sure nothing looks broken. Everything looks good. Again, the gold corner indicates, the one with the triangle, indicates where it will sit in accordance to the socket itself. So right down here in the bottom corner, it shows that's where it lines up. It's also labeled, as you can see right on the cover plate in the bottom left corner. Nice and gently, just seat it right in place. I just give it a little wiggle just to make sure that it's good. Close the cover. And lock it in place. And that's a seated processor. So, at this point, I'm gonna sorry, phone's going off. Because I've got a custom water cooling kit, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up all the peripherals now. 24 pin, 8 pin, The only thing I won't put in for the time being is going to be the graphics card, just so I have some room. Excuse me. Drank too much coffee. And get that all set up. That way, once I do put the water cooler in, I don't have to try and connect things to the motherboard and then work the water cooler around it. It just makes it a little bit easier. So, we have 8-pin header. These are all white extension cables. These are from NZXT. Very nice sleeving and goes with the color scheme very nicely. I always like white sleeves. Looks very sharp. Goes with the case. And also the Corsair 600T is a little bit of a larger case. It's still a mid-tower, but it's definitely on the larger size of a mid-tower. So it helps being able to work your cables around having the extensions on them. Okay, so there's our excuse me, there's our 8-pin. And then down on the bottom we have all our front panel connectors, front panel USB, audio, all that stuff to hook up. So once I get all the other components hooked up like this, we'll get back and start putting the water cooler in and go from there.